Yeah,
It's very.
that's what is weird for our friends that stay in Paris, because when you come back from touring, you just can't talk about
You don't
know
know exactly what to say. You say, yeah, we had a gig and an interview and some beers and then a gig interview, and it doesn't sound interesting. But
Yeah.
the atmosphere and what you learn about yourself or about your friends, it's very interesting. There's a song by Connor Oberst, the guy from Bright Eyes, who just sings. He keeps singing. There's nothing that the road cannot heal, and I like this song. It's very, I don't know, it makes sense.
So are those type of artists your main influence? These kind of singer-songwriter.
Hey, isn't that what's down?
Like, what are your main influences? I'm sure each of you have very different.
Well, we have one in
influences.
common that is very strong. It's Elliott Smith, and we discovered his music quite at the same time, and we were very impressed by his music and his songs, and the way he incorporated the music of the Beatles in his own songs without being like too close to them or too far away or too. And
yeah, he was still modern and very, very intimate in his lyrics, and it always sounds very simple, very. I don't know, but behind that, it's very, very complex.
Yeah.
And he's got a very good sense of melodies and harmonies. I'm really into Bright Eyes too, Bright Eyes. I think it's an amazing band, and everything he does with Immort and I don't know the name of his band.
Mystic Mountain Band.
Yeah,
Mystic
exactly.
Valley
Mystic
Band.
Valley,
Yeah.
And the Monsters of Folk too.
Yeah, that's
Very
good.
good. Yeah.
And Jeremy, if you.
There's many bands. Yeah. When I was young, I used to hear some classical music and play just classical music. So it was very interesting to discover the pop music.
He's been playing classical music for the first 15 years of his life, so it's quite a long time.
Yeah.
And I know a little bit of it. But,
Oh, just a little bit.
yeah. And
It's okay. That's it. All right. So, kind of moving away from these deeper band questions, are there any places you'd really like to play in the world, or specific venues if you know them, or events, or?
I think we would love to play in Japan because we've never been there, and our tour manager is completely crazy about Japan and Japanese girls. And so for him, we should go there, and I think it's such a different culture that
he keeps talking about friends he has in Japan, so we could check if he really has friends there.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just telling stories.
And it's a great music culture. They really come out and they really support the bands. My dad, when he was younger, was on the road with bands as like a roadie, driving trucks and tuning guitars.
Yeah.
And he went on lots of world tours with bands like Bruce Springsteen or the Eagles.
cool.
And in Japan, everyone knew every song in English and would sing along.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great place. I've never been there either, and I would love to go.
Yeah.
And so on the new Parallel Lives EP,
Yeah.
you have a cover of a Mini Mansion song. Are there any other songs you'd really like to cover, or bands that you'd really like to cover?
Oh, there's a lot.
Yeah.
We covered a lot to study music. It was our formation. You know, we covered a lot of songs by the Beach Boys or the Beatles or a lot of classics. You know, just as if we were studying in a school. We were like doing a new cover every week and playing there in concert and
Even more indie music like Giant Sand or John Frusciante.
Yeah,
Great
right.
covers of John Frusciante too.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's right. A long time ago. So I don't know because there's so many. Actually, it's really a hard question because
We felt very close to Mini Mansions when we listened to the record because they have this obvious influence of Elliott Smith and of the Beatles and everything, but with this more rhythmic sense and more dark sense of like textures and emotions. And it's it was very, I don't know, it was easy to relate to their songs, so we just tried to cover it.
Yeah. And how about any kinds of music you really don't like and you never listen to and you steer clear from?
There's so many like folklore music that we don't know and apparently don't like. I guess like maybe Tyrolean in Austria or very weird European folk music, but apart from those very weird folklore, I don't really think about music. I don't know. You know, like recently I discovered music from the Cap Vert, the I don't know, green cap.
Yeah, I don't know.
Cap Verde.
Yeah.
Cape
In English, it's Cape Verde.
Cape Verde.
Same thing, yeah.
And I didn't know at all about this music, and I met a woman from Cape Verde, and she how to say that, she knew a lot of songs from her culture, and she had a great voice, and every night it was on a holiday, and every evening she would sing a song from her childhood that she knew by heart.
Incredible.
And I didn't know at all this music, and I discovered it, and I thought it was really amazing. The melodies and the simplicity of the songs, and I thought it was amazing. And then I tried to listen more to this music. And before that, if I hadn't met this woman, you would have talked to me about music from Cape Verde, and I would have said like, well, I don't know, but I guess I don't like it. But that's not true, and it's just amazing. So I don't really know if there's bad music, or bad types of music. There's just bad music into good types, and there's good songs in every type of music, I guess.
I tried to stay away from the Black Eyed Peas, but
From the what?
Black Eyed Peas. Yeah,
I can agree with that.
it's too,
For sure.
Yeah, it's painful.
So, sorry. So do you feel like your band has an image? You know what I mean? Like some bands have a specific image that they really like to cultivate and give off. Is that? Do you choose that? I mean, it's not really a choice.
We didn't choose anything.
We don't really choose
Yeah.
French attitude.
But is that something you kind of embrace and say, yes, we're French, that's our image?
Not really, but well, people keep talking about that because it seems like
Yeah.
The only thing you can tell about us, about our image, because we're not really into the image stuff.
we're a French boys band.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's great. And so I just have one more question, and then maybe just anything you want to say. Do you have any other hobbies or interests that you really like and that you might not have as much time for when you're touring and constantly working on music?
Yeah, I used to study cinema before playing music. Not before, but I used to study. And yeah, I miss that.
Making or?
Yeah, studying, analyzing, and making too. But I have a lot of very close friends who produce movies and direct movies, or critics.
Yeah.
So I stay in touch with that, but not as much as I want to.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremy and I used to do classical music together, and we don't have a lot of time to do anymore, but we're missing a bit. Jeremy is more into conducting orchestras, and
Wow.
so he's studying conduction.
Yeah.
And I used to sing lyric. It's lyric music, lyrical.
Yeah.
Okay, opera.
Yeah.
And I don't think about singing opera again, but maybe singing in choirs or in small ensembles and playing more piano, because I love piano and we don't
play piano in Revolver. Well, not for the moment, not very often.
All right, and because you know that some of your French brethren, Daft Punk, recently did this film score for the movie Tron, and that's very orchestral.
Yeah.
Maybe something for the future.
Maybe music for movies.
Because I mean, it combines all the hobbies, all the interests.
Yeah, we played we wrote down the music for a movie a friend made a year ago or something. It was an interesting experience.
For someone else to play.
No, it was just cello and guitar, but we wrote the music, and it was just a short movie. But it was interesting.
It's really fun.
It's a completely different vision of the music.
Yeah. All right. So if there's anything else you'd like to say, or else we can wrap it up and get down to the show.
Nope.
No. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
We really appreciate it. We're big fans over at WJHU and wish you all the best. I know that America has so many people who love music, so I'm sure you'll be welcomed with open arms.
Thanks. We're about to discover that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much.
Find a rusty car and go drifting, and soon you'll forget everything you're supposed to need, and you're living on a raft with Luke, Mike and John.